Guys, Jason here. We are up here. We are at Vaden Ram Dealer in Savannah, Georgia. Very hot. It is 97 degrees today, and we're roasting out here on a lot. But then again, I'm also, as soon as I'm done here, I'm heading into the swamp, and I'm going to be out there doing 6 or 8 miles of hiking in the swamp, hog hunting. So it's going to be one of those kind of days. But here we're talking about this beast. Now, it is a dually. That is a beautiful thing. We're not too concerned about that. But what it is you will notice something when you look at this truck that looks a little different than most Rams. If you look at this one, look at the cab, and then we come over here and we look at these ones right here. I don't know what's going on with this dude right here with these little baby tires on here. Not quite sure what's happening with that. I didn't look at that yet, but look at a cab between that and this. Okay, look at this cab. Look at this section right here. Right here where the cab stops, okay? How window to here, see that distance? And then when we come back over here, this is what they call a mega cab. Ram has made these for many years, and they are incredible. And I'm going to show you what the beauty of these are, because you can get any of the HD trucks in a mega cab. Look at the difference here. See this extra space? That is a gold mine. It makes this my most preferred if I was a road trucker, you know, somebody wasn't in the swamp and I wasn't afraid of that extra length. This is by far my favorite combination here. This system is amazing. So let's talk about the truck real quick though first. We got 3500 right here, Cummins diesel in it, 2020, is this 5? Yep, 2025. I didn't see a window sticker on here. I do know I did look on their website. This is a $104,000 truck. I do not see a window sticker on it, but we do have dually. We got the dually capability on here, and we are going to be all decked out in this thing, 100% being a limited trim. This thing is going to be loaded up, everything. We got fifth wheel prep in here. We got the lights in the back. We got our hookups. We got the 400 watt 120 volt back here. We got everything you could dream of in here, and Ram does tie downs the right way. 4 hard tie downs in the low corners where they should be. You tie down, you don't tie up. We got the stiffeners for the bed in there too, which is nice. We also have the cleats up high for tying things there too as well. So they do it incredible in here. They do that. You just can't beat Ram for what they do. They're fantastic trucks. Obviously you're gonna have the hitch, you're gonna have everything on there, but this is a beast here. This thing is an absolute beast of a machine. Being 3500, we are on leaf spring. We are not on coil spring like you have for the what am I talking about here? The 2500. This is leaf spring on 3500, and what a gorgeous truck. What a beautiful truck. Darked out, all done up. Look how dark those windows are. Can't even see in them. I mean, that's pretty sweet. This thing is gorgeous. Being a limited trim, we're going to be loaded up pretty well, and just a beast of a truck. No doubt about it. This is a absolute beast of a truck and done well. So let's dive in now. Let's take a look at this. Like I said, the main reason we're talking about this truck is this. I know most of us aren't interested in a $100,000 truck, but you can get this on any of your, on a lot of their HD trucks, okay, this mega cab. So what do we get here? When we open this door, it's got power boards too. You see them right there. Okay, so you got your back seat right here like you would expect to see. Here's your standard. Now this is limited trim. This is going to be as good as it gets. Actually, they do go higher with the tungsten and stuff, but limited is amazing. This is incredible things. It's interesting they do not have the floor boxes, the Ram boxes, storage boxes in here, which kind of shocks me a little bit. But again, some things I guess are like that. But we got our nice normal door card. Look at the detail in this thing, just amazing. Again, we're not getting too carried away on the trim. We want to talk about this, okay? Now, seat-wise, you do get your center console on here, and you get this kind of stuff. But look at underneath here, looks a little different, doesn't it, than most trucks? Look at it. What are these bars here? Bars there. Yeah, it looks like you got a ton of storage under here. You do got a lot of storage underneath this back seat. They don't flip up. What's going on here? Well, they do a bunch of different things. We have a lever right here that lets it tilt back. Now, I need 2 hands to do it, but I'll show you. Hold on one second. Let me set you there for a minute, and we'll tilt this back, and you can see. So see, you can see it reclines. Nice feature. That's a very nice feature. It does more than this, but that is a very, very nice feature. Now, one thing that we can do with this too is we can take this, and there's a lever back here. We can hit this lever and pull it forward and drop this seat all the way down. And look, we get all this storage area behind here. Look at this. We even get a white bag full of stuff. What's in this? You never know the kind of stuff we find in these trucks today. What is in here? Oh, it's even zip tied. It's even zip tied shut. What do we got in here? That feels weird. That feels like old food. That feels like a plate. Trim rings. Do not use to install trim rings or trim rings for something interesting. Hey, but that's actually like a truck part. That's kind of cool to see. Not like a pop bottle or something. But you got all this extra storage back here. We'll get into this in more detail in a second, but look at all this hanging stuff back here. You got your tie-down tether points for your car seats right here, but you got places to hang stuff on here. They pop out, pop in right here like that. That's nice, right? You're like, well, that's cool. That's cool, but is it worth it for that setup? Well, it does more than this as well also. So we're gonna take this right out of here. We'll put it back in a minute. But we can put the seat right here's our lever for that, and you can see you got all that extra storage all the way across there. Beautiful setup. Let's actually look at it in that configuration. Let's walk over here and see what you're getting here with this setup. So we come over here on this side, we're gonna kick this door open, step comes out, we're gonna do the same exact thing. We probably are gonna have to put that seat up. Let's see if it'll make it. We will if we pop this in. Hold on. There we go, we cleared, we're good. All right, so you get this height here. That's awful high, but it's kind of cool. But look at all the storage you get back here. And these are full compartment storage. Which side? I gotta push one in and pop one down. Hang on here, which way are we going? Oh, there we go. Okay, look at this. Storage along here, everything you need in there, plenty of room back there. Pretty cool setup on both sides. So it does that, that's kind of nice. Now, however, if we were to hit this lever here, okay, and it goes, that drops this whole seat down flat. Do you see the difference? Look at how that just dropped down flat to the floor right there. Now we have this whole section back here. Let's do the other one. Come around on this side over here. We're gonna hit this side and see what it does. Same thing, so our pivot's gonna be right here. You can see the pivot point of this. When we hit this, okay, it's gonna come forward, and then, hang on, I gotta hit it again here. Two hands, there we go. And that drops down, and now, look at what we have back here. Tell me that's not pretty amazing. Look at the amount of space back here. And again, we have full storage in these containers back here, underneath here, all the way across on both sides. Hanging spots all over this whole back end. This is, you could sleep on this. This is a full-blown, could be a full-blown bed. That one is probably caught on a mat that should lay down flatter than like this one does. But this is like a, you could, like I said, literally sleep in here in this system. That's the beauty of the Mega Cab. Not only do you get all this extra function in here and all this setup, which is just gold in its own right, okay, and you can even run it like that if you wanted to and have 3 people plus all your gear, a dog kennel, or dogs bedded over here, whatever you want to do, you have that luxury. But even the person sitting here, again, pulling this lever, I get full tilt back. Again, I need 2 hands to do it. Let me do it again for you, tip it back. But you can see here, ooh, there we go. You get a nice, comfortable reclining seat setup right here in this setup. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. This is the beauty of a Mega Cab. This is the draw to it. Now, again, you can store stuff underneath here also, but before you drop it down, you're gonna have to pull that stuff out. You cannot leave stuff stored underneath the seat and drop it down in that position. However, you can leave the stuff in there and drop the seat back down to this position. You see where the benefit is here and what I'm going with. So you can use so many configurations. You could leave this one here like that if you wanted to, store things here and leave your stuff stored underneath there. You can also do the same on the other side if you don't need it all the way to the ground. That is the beauty of this. Ram is so smart and does everything so well, but it is the same concept here. If you need it to be this low, you can, but you have no storage seat or storage underneath of it. If you bring this up, okay, we take this and we lift it up here. Hold on, we're fighting the seat. Hang on, we gotta move the seat forward.